We are all time travelers, journeying together into the future. But let us work together to make that future a place we want to visit. Be brave, be determined, overcome the odds.
Stephen William Hawking, Reaching for the Stars. Continue watching to find out more.
Hello, wise viewers. I am Arabella from Sophisticated London. With great fascination of our universe, the people of the United Kingdom join you in welcoming all benevolent beings to our glorious planet Earth. Welcome to our program, Stephen William Hawking, Reaching for the Stars.
My goal is simple. It is a complete understanding of the universe. Why it is as it is, and why it exists at all. Stephen Hawking.
Throughout the course of history, our world has been visited by brilliant individuals whose immense knowledge and discoveries have brought our civilizations to new heights. In the 20th century, there were a number of such remarkable people furthering our evolution. The Nobel laureate and vegetarian physicist Albert Einstein would forever leave his mark on humankind with his E=mc² theory. Carl Sagan brought us closer to the cosmos with his TV series and book of the same name. For today's show, our featured genius scientist not only revolutionized the field of theoretical physics, but he did so from the confines of a wheelchair and the inability to speak. We are blessed and honored to present today's model of success, the man who went beyond boundaries and taught us to go beyond ours, the amazing Professor Stephen Hawking.
I have spent my life traveling across the universe, inside my mind. Through theoretical physics, I have sought to answer some of the great questions. But there are other challenges, other big questions which must be answered, and these will also need a new generation who are interested, engaged, and with an understanding of science.
Our world was gifted with a young boy named Stephen Hawking on January 8, 1942. Interestingly, this was the exact date that the famous Italian astronomer Galileo ascended to the heavenly stars 300 years earlier. Having this amazing connection with the father of modern science would be a source of inspiration to Stephen for the rest of his life. Stephen was born into a family of intellects, both parents being Oxford graduates. It was a perfect background for nurturing the budding scientist who, as a child, enjoyed gazing upon the night sky on summer evenings, filling him with curiosity. As his mother, Isabel Walker Hawking, said, Stephen always had a strong sense of wonder. Young Stephen was active, fun-loving, and had an exceptionally creative flair. He loved climbing, dancing, and rowing, and created different climbing routes to enter his family home. Together with his friends, the inventive young lad even built a computer out of recycled parts to solve elementary mathematical equations. And sure enough, his school nickname was Einstein. When he was 17, Stephen Hawking began university at his parents' alma mater, Oxford University. After an intense period of study, he went on to earn his doctorate in cosmology. But there was something other than facts and figures that would test Stephen's resilience and faith in himself before his graduation. In 1963, at the age of 21, while working on his scientific research at Cambridge University, Hawking was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, a nerve disorder that progressively shut down the use of his muscles, including activities like walking, speaking, and even breathing. His doctors thought he would not live past the age of 23. This life-altering prognosis caused Stephen to stop and contemplate his purpose and meaning in life. During hospitalization, Stephen Hawking realized that his own situation seemed more tolerable compared to that of his roommate, who had leukemia. This brought him a fresh sense of purpose and an appreciation of life. He began to work in earnest for the betterment of the entire human race. His hope for humanity was for one planet, one human race.
When we see the Earth from space, we see ourselves as a whole. We see the unity and not the divisions. It is such a simple image. With a compelling message, one planet, one human race. We are here together, and we need to live together, with tolerance and respect. We must become global citizens.
Let's all take a moment now to give thanks for our wonderful existence under the love and blessings of our galactic family. Welcome back to our program, Stephen William Hawking, Reaching for the Stars. Dr. Hawking presented a paper in 1970 claiming that the universe started as a singularity, that all matter in the universe began with a massive explosion some 14 billion years ago, the Big Bang. Professor Hawking's determination to unravel the mysteries of the universe continued to grow in spite of his increasing physical limitations. When his voice disappeared, he used facial twitching with a computer and voice synthesizer to communicate his brilliant thoughts and ideas. Stephen Hawking had decided to take on what is arguably the greatest unsolved problem in physics, to explain how the universe was created and governed. In 1988, he published A Brief History of Time, From the Big Bang to Black Holes, in an effort to solve this question, and many more such as A Unified Theory. The book was on the New York Times bestseller list for more than 200 weeks, with millions of copies sold, and was translated into 40 different languages. But equal to his quest to explain the beginnings of our universe through science, Stephen Hawking also passionately spoke of the perilous state of our planet and called for action to protect the precious Earth, which was so miraculously created.
How will we feed an ever-growing population? Provide clean water, generate renewable energy, prevent and cure disease, and slow down global climate change. I hope that science and technology will provide the answers to these questions, but it will take people, human beings with knowledge and understanding, to implement these solutions. I am very aware of the preciousness of time. Seize the moment. Act now.
Not all of Professor Hawking's work was found in the stars. Perhaps he shone most brightly while humbly hosting unpublicized gatherings with disabled children. These meetings would last for hours. The message he wanted to convey to the kids was that they need not be limited by physical handicaps as long as they are not disabled in spirit. For his amazing contributions to science and humanity, Professor Stephen Hawking received numerous honors, including 13 honorary degrees. Among his many other recognitions, he received the Most Excellent Order of the British Empire in 1982, was named a Companion of Honor of the Commonwealth in 1989, was presented the US Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2009, and won the Lifetime Achievement Award at the 2016 Pride of Britain Awards. The Starmers Festival created the Stephen Hawking Medal for Science Communication to recognise individuals in the scientific, artistic and film communities for their work in promoting public awareness of science. Professor Hawking's inspiring life and works have been portrayed in books, films and television. The Theory of Everything, a biopic of Stephen Hawking released in 2014, went on to win an Oscar and 2 Golden Globe Awards. Professor Stephen Hawking bade farewell to the world on March 14, 2018, leaving behind a marvellous legacy that moves us to look beyond the stars and live each day to the fullest. With his humour, strong will and genius work, Stephen Hawking proved that spirit, wonder and hope has the power of achieving amazing things, and more importantly, love is the greatest gift of the universe.
I have been enormously privileged, through my work, to be able to contribute to our understanding of the universe. But it would be an empty universe indeed, if it were not for the people I love, and who love me. Without them, the wonder of it all would be lost on me. Let us fight for every woman and every man to have the opportunity to live healthy, secure lives, full of opportunity and love.
For more information on Dr. Stephen William Hawking, please visit hawking.org.uk.